Yo, shout out to this guy, Ray Give. He be having all
Ray Give TV.
Uh-oh, the content is contenting right now. What? Bricc, baby, Little Durk, all bad. Let's get right to it.
It's Ray Give TV.
Applied pressure act. We applied so much pressure. Your man,
who my man?
Bricc, is exposing himself. But first of all, can you tell these two dudes?
Yeah.
Who you told me Bricc baby was to the Rolling 60s? What did you tell me? He was.
So I heard he's like one of like pretty much the top guy. Like he's right below Big U. He's in.
You breaking my heart. You breaking my heart, Act.
No, but that's kind of how he presents himself. So here's the thing: when I'm not in a realm of things I understand or know, I take people at face value until proven otherwise. So until somebody proves otherwise, the way he talks, I've heard him say that he could make certain things happen, and he's talking like he's one of the big dogs, but he also talks that he put in the work himself. So when a man tell me who he is, I'm not one of that is of liberty to say he's not. Luce, I know you that guy too. But and again, that's why I think I told Wack, I said he gotta put you on No Jumper more because number one, you're hilarious. I watch your channel like every day, like every day you put up his clown and I watch. But I think because Bricc gets to almost be the authority.
Bricc ain't like that.
Really?
No.
Oh man.
Both of them are from Rolling 60s.
Will a nigga get choked up and he ain't dead yet? Come on now.
I think he had like a little explanation for that. I think he said it wasn't really choked up. He was preventing him from I don't know what it was.
Let's go back to last year.
Yeah.
My whole hood said he can't come to the hood no more. It's over with. They was online clowning, talking about Bricc, you can't come to the hood. What's up, King Yellow? And he had to call me.
Yeah.
Really?
To come back to the hood. Yeah, that's when all this went viral last summer. That's when all that happened.
Bricc is a sweetie pie, cuz it's not
also,
ain't doing that.
Also, another thing when I realized the thing with Adam is a really slick motherfucker, right? Adam knows he needs some protection from the streets, so when I seen it, he let go of
can't protect himself.
Oh, okay.
Listen. So we got King Yellow in here. That's great representation for what we do when it comes to the shy. He got a viral video that I believe is aggressive, serious, and positive floating around. Because it's been a couple cats. Got a couple cats just passed, a youngster, and then this happening, and he's one that has removed himself from that environment, like a lot of us have, and you know he's doing his thing, but he's great. He comes from that culture. He understands it. I've heard him give forewarning over the years. People call him this and call him that, but the things he says, it comes to be. But look, last night, we applied some pressure, right? R&B. Play the clip where Bricc baby tells on himself, R&B.
Oh, man.
Probably the first clip. Play the clip.
Bricc baby telling himself is crazy.
Oh, this is crazy. You're going to hear it. Rickita?
By the way, Wack. I'm sorry. By the way, Wack. Did you see the latest breaking news on the Durk shit?
What was it? What you got?
Oh God! So apparently, the way they arrested him last night, you were right on the arrest. We got to give it up. Wack, listen, Wack is gotten 100%. I even apologize publicly for doubting Wack 100 and the Xposers. The Xposers have came through yet again. Now, they said, so the other dudes got indicted via grand jury, which was they had that indictment for a couple months. Now, remember, I was skeptical that Durk was getting picked up the same day because his name is now on the indictment. We get to find out, you know how he got arrested? A federal agent phoned into the judge and did a complaint. So they're gonna have some type of grand jury stuff on him, but they said that they were monitoring Durk and he had booked the flight to go to Italy. And they said, oh, this thing is running. That's why they locked him up last night.
Yeah, they say he booked like 3 different flights, Switzerland over there.
You know the reason why they picked Puffy up a night early, because his jet landed in Teterboro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's what people don't realize.
A lot of people don't know that Puff rents the jet out.
But also a lot of people don't realize that, and you notice, if you when Sean Carter and Beyonce come to New York, they all land in Teterboro. So
we land in Teterboro when we come in private, Jersey.
Yeah, so people are like, well, the jet didn't come to New York. It's
New York private airstrip is Teterboro.
There we go.
That's where we landed, the closest one. So, and he rents his jet out, so it could have been somebody else just coming into New York. And Puff ain't even, because whoever's booking the jet, he don't know where it's at. And because that jet landed, they said, oh no, you gotta go. R&B, can you play that clip with Bricc Baby tells on himself? It's the first clip I sent you.
This is crazy.
Hello, Pop and Quando to Durk, and that's what they were saying on the academic stream. People were alluding that you had dropped.
That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it.
All right, YouTube family, y'all know I'm on the job, man. And it seems like the pressure, the heat is starting to get to that boy Bricc Baby, to the point where he literally just slipped up and
pause it, baby. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. All right. Yeah. So on here, leave that alone. RB on here, he admits that he was dropping the load.
No way. Stop it, Wack. Stop it. hey, I read through the whole indictment. It said co-conspirator 4. His job was to drop the location of the hotel and any significant spot that he had to drop on that Quando went. They dropped a clothing place, supposedly on Melrose. So they were, and by the way, I read through the whole thing. That's the only co-conspirator that never traveled, that seemed local, that's already there. So maybe some Chicago nigga that was out there for a while, but it feels like this might be a West Coast guy. I don't know though.
Yeah, I don't think. Hey, listen, man. Everybody else from Chicago, they traveled, they got on flights, they did everything, they booked the room. I'm not saying that it's Bricc Baby, but I'm saying number 4 sound like somebody that was planted already in LA.
Now watch this. Okay, but watch this.
Wack, I told you.
No, hold on. Let me do the timeline. I'm gonna pass it to you, Luce.
Cause ain't no Chicago nigga.
The man is killed.
Ain't no Chicago nigga
who's gonna know
that Rondo was moving around like that. We don't.
He get killed 2022, right? Late. February 2023, the world, when he got killed, we thought it was a bad weed deal with some Armenians or Persians.
Exactly.
That's what we all thinking. This fool goes on the show with Flacco and says, at least they can't say OTF didn't slide no more. Flacco said, what you talking about? He throws a name out. He said, no. The dude that got killed with Quando. They can't say OTF didn't slide no more. He's the first one to put it on OTF. Okay, that's February. 4 months later, Luce Cannon. Tell him what happens in June, 4 months later.
See, 4 months later, Bricc Baby, they hit Bricc Baby house. Once they hit Bricc Baby house, they gonna get that AK. Once they get that AK, Bricc Baby end up telling everything. And then he end up having a conversation with 600 to get the nigga Big Useless wrapped up too. So 600, you tell him what Zaire Mitchell told you.
Who's Zaire Mitchell?
That's Bricc Baby.
Bricc Baby.
Oh man.
So what Zaire Mitchell tell you when they release him from the feds?
So when he get out, listen, this is what happened. He like, bro, they got Big U on the Rico. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, bro, it's ugly, gang. They want Cuz in jail. They tied Cuz to a hot one out there. Woo. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we got the same lawyer. It's ugly for Cuz. You know what I mean? It's all bad. He was like, but listen, you ain't got nothing to worry about. It ain't no 6-0 Rico. It's a Big U Rico. Everybody he been fucking with. I said, ooh,
now stop. When Quando leaves LA after the shooting and returns back to Georgia, what does Quando do, Loose Cannon?
He said he don't want to bang no more.
What did he find out?
He found out that the homies was putting drops on him, sending his locations.
Yo, where you at? Huh?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Luce put me on to this because I remember even when he was talking about. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not from the West and I'm not like a street dude like that. But when he was explaining to me some of the tactics that's on the West, and he was even saying how, like, say for example, the Meek Mill situation got lined, and I'm like, wait, so you tell me the guy you check in with could line you up? I never knew that was a thing. I thought that was like an oxymoron. Now I kind of realize I'm like, well, that would probably be for like a member of what they are.
Schoolboy Q did an interview, right? Not too long ago I seen, and he said, y'all dudes is falling off for this check-in thing with some dude somebody put you with that you don't even know, and you don't even know that the dudes they putting you with is the ones lining you up. Now it's different act if you got a relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But if like you like, yo, I'm going to LA talking to your boy, yo, get with my homie. And we don't know if this dude got hard times. You don't know what's going on with this dude. He knows this other dude got an issue with you. That's a bag.
Man. So, but why would they like? So again, y'all gotta explain a little bit of the gang stuff to me. So Quando was a Crip. Why would other Crips line up a Crip? That don't make no sense.
The biggest killer of a Crip has always been a Crip.
Of course. You never seen Quando Rondo bang rolling 60s out in Georgia.
That's a fact.
Yeah, our shit so scandalous. We got more homies that killed by homies than enemies. Them is facts.
Yo, what's the saying, Luce? You ain't a 60.
You ain't a real 6-0 until you kill one.
What?
The most ignorant thing ever, right?
Yo, King Yelling. It's a fact.
Shit.
No, this real. This is why we didn't woke up like.
Wait, hold on, Wack. Could you adjust the timeline for me? Because even when I was going through the timeline, I know there's a certain point that I've seen Quando sit down with Big U. Is this before the little pop thing or after? And how does that
before? That's when Big U went to like Breakfast Club or something and exposed Quando's text messages.
Oh yes, that's true. You're right.
Right?
You're right.
And Quando felt some type of way about it, and somebody called him on it. Luce might know some details on that. And Big U kind of like, he might have lightweight apologized because he seen Quando on the rise. Quando up on the NBA. NBA ain't fucking with Big U.
No, but Quando Rondo was gonna tell on everything. Dead homies, he was gonna tell because he was like already like the people that he trusted already threw him under the bus and got his homie killed. So he felt like you know what? I'm gonna just tell on everything. So Big Useless. He was like, well, let me just try to clean it up. But it was already too late now. You get what I'm saying?
Man, this should get deep. It's treacherous. Here's my thing.
So Quando's from the rack.
And by the way, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate. So when it comes to Bricc, right? Isn't it a possibility that there's another person that might be a street dude that probably gave up the drop, or, you know, like it would be shocking to me that
all we got is what we got. We don't, we don't know.
Listen. The only other person it could be would still utilize Bricc to do it, and that's the grid worker. But even him would utilize Bricc to do that.
But you know the crazy part, because when Bricc went to jail, Bricc lied to Adam and told Adam that he needed some bail money, right? And so Adam brought bail money to one of the homies, but Bricc baby just used the money to move out the hood to the valley.
Because at that time, I was his savior. He was telling me everything. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, they've been watching me since March. That's what he said. You feel me?
Hold on, stop. Now, look, he did this sit down with Flacco in February when he says, at least they can't say OTF didn't slide no more.
Yeah.
Right? March, they get on this bumper because he was the first mention to the world publicly of the OTF. Luce, you remember when the conversation came up about the Quando thing? What did I tell you and argue you down to? What did I tell you?
You was telling me it was like some weed stuff, and I was like, no, it wasn't. And I told you.
That's what I told you last night. I thought it was. I was like, this new to me.
Yeah, no, I was telling Wack, I was like, no, it was the Bricc thing. You get what I'm saying? Wack swore, but then I was lying. And I was telling him, like, no, because it was that. I know for a fact, because one of the homies hit me. I can't name the other homie because he a solid nigga and he stay off the internet.
Yeah, that should get deep. That should get deep. Wow. But I mean, the whole thing was sloppy anyway. I'm not condoning nothing or wishing none on nobody, but I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it right, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So I guess this is like a larger question right here, right? So let's say, just for the sake of argument, right? I'm still skeptical, but let's say for the sake of argument that co-conspirator, which by the way, I went through all of them. I knew co-conspirator was Durk. Co-conspirator 2 is the shooter. I think the shooter's telling. Co-conspirator 3, that's the person who got the OTF credit card. All the flights, hotels, travel. Co-conspirator 4, he got the drop. And he's the only one that seems like he ain't flying or nothing. And then co-conspirator 5, apparently he told 2 where to go because he probably was in communication with 4. Okay? But we don't know if he's local or not. Actually, it was said that he's not local, so he knows 2. Or not 2, 2. No, not 2.
2 was the shooter.
Yeah, no. He knows 4. So 4 is the guy with the drop. He's a local guy, and he's routing the information because the day they land, Grant comes in on a private jet from Miami. And then the others, they come in on 2 tickets. By the way, Durk had tell him, say, hey, listen, he told the booker person, said, don't book nothing under any name I'm connected with. They booked 2 flights. And you had Didi and another guy on one flight, and then you had the other 3 on the other flight. So everybody get there, and the first day, the co-conspirator 4 says, yo,
drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about the content. Wack 100 and the Xposers strike again, yet again. Speaking with Akademiks, man, shout out to Wack and Akademiks and the whole team running up the content. What y'all think about Bricc baby and the whole situation at hand? Let me know. Keep that notification bell turned on at all times. You don't want to miss out on no premium content. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know. And remember, everybody out there working hard, gritting, grinding, it will pay off. If you believe it, you'll achieve it. And there it go. Make sure you put that hustle behind that muscle and get to it. Really apply yourself. Be proactive. You feel me? But until next time, it's your boy Ray Given. I'm gone. God bless. Peace.